Hey VC, Tony here. Tony's LPs are us, as you can see from up top. We have some albums posted here. We have The Golden Throats, which is a replica of the famous Sgt. Pepper. We have some Everly Brothers box set. We have Mass Productions, and we have the typical Elvis hanging out with us today. But the reason for this video is it's to celebrate and just to show some of my Paul McCartney things. We have Paul McCartney's birthday today. He was born on June 18th, 1942. So during the war, 1942, he's 82 years old. And we all know Paul's story, so I'm not going to go into it because I'm not an expert, and I probably am an expert, but I don't remember everything that I should remember about Paul. We do know 56, 57, 58, he met up with John, formed the Big Bang of rock and roll, and the rest is history. Liverpool, Cavern, Germany, back to Liverpool, U.S., Ed Sullivan, and the rest is just an explosion all over the world. The Philippines, where they got stuck, they were trying to, basically flip the plane over. But go into all that is another matter. Today we're celebrating Paul's birthday. I did a random pull of some of my books. I have a bunch of Beatle books. These are specifically Paul McCartney. This is a nice one here. Yesterday. And here, of course, Wings. And this is the complete Wings. Has 80 songs from all the albums up to this point, I guess. Band on the Run, Venus and Mars. Just an amazing catalog. You can see the notes here. But what I'm going to also show is a bunch of my CDs. I did a random pull on some of the albums. I didn't really pull any Beatle albums because this is Paul's birthday, except for these. Because this basically is the history of the Beatles. Anthologies, these are triple records. These are very, 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 very fine. This is volume 2. And the artwork is Klaus Vormann, if you didn't know that. And they all fit together. They're pieces in a puzzle. Here we have Anthology Volume 1. I'll just open up this one to show you. This is a trifold. It's really, really, really done not right. And here you have the record on Apple. And you have some notes. You have great photos of the guys, the lads, right there. And that's volume 1 of the anthology. And we have volume 2 of the anthology coming up. Volume 3 of the anthology coming up. This is volume 3. Again, Klaus Vormann artwork. Did the entire 9 records, 3 packages. And this is interesting. The last photo session that the lads did, as you know, if you're a Beatle person. Some more great photos. Some notes on each recording, each outtake. So this is highly recommended. I was fortunate enough to get these on the ground floor, which I try to do in most cases with something that I think will be a limited run or a sellout, that these were. Just going to put these here. And we're going to go to some CDs, and I'm going to show the rest of these records that I pulled. But the CDs are something I normally don't show, but like I said in one of my other videos, I have a really nice CD collection. When CDs came into prominence, I, like everyone else, thought, wow, these things sound great. I started buying CDs. I was in a few of the clubs. I would find things at yard sales, which I still buy CDs at yard sales. But a lot of these McCartney CDs, or a few of them actually, are EPs, which means they are 3 or 4 different tracks on a single CD. Some of them are live, some of them are B-sides, some of them are outtakes. So we'll go over those quick, and then I'll show you my random pull. But just think, Sir Paul, 82 years old. You know, like I said, we all know the story. No sense in going over that. That's just our history, our lore, if you will. Here's an album that is pretty rare. I don't know if this is a bootleg or not, but it's Elvis Costello and Paul McCartney. Some of these are live, and some of these are tracks from their record that they put out together. They actually collaborated, which is rare for Paul. Here's a nice one. I don't have this on The World Tonight. This is an EP. On this, it's The World Tonight, 403, Looking at You, 448, and Ubu Jupu, Part 1, 955, The World Tonight. Pretty cool. It has the inner booklet. Let's see, a nice CD. I hope you could see these. This is Chaos and Creation in the Backyard. I don't have this on LP, but I have the CD. And this has a nice little ad in it. You can see that. Chance to win a Lexus. I guess they sponsored his tour. But very cool. There's the back with hands clapping, not hands unclapping. All My Trials. This is a nice live tribute to John, his partner and friend, best friend. This has All My Trials, Sea Moon, Strawberry Fields Forever, Help, Give Peace a Chance. And this is a really nice EP. You probably don't see a lot of these on YouTube. Here is Hope of Deliverance. I love this, very acoustic. And there's my ticket when we saw Paul McCartney at Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia, PA. Paul McCartney World Tour, 1993, June 13th. Wow. So it was right around Paul's birthday, which I did not remember at the time. So 1993. It's a long time ago. I'm not going to do the math. But Hope and Deliverance. Don't have this on vinyl, but we have the CD, and there's the ticket. I went with the spouse, so there must be another ticket somewhere. You know, talking about those fashion of tickets, we just saw the Stones, and we don't get a ticket. We get a ticket in your wallet, in your digital wallet, that I don't even think is printable. So it's kind of a bummer for guys of my age and my era that you collect your stubs. I have a lot of my stubs going back to high school. But that's a thing of the past. I believe there's a site online that will actually replicate a ticket for you now to match a vintage ticket. But, you know, everything's AI right now. I could be AI for all you know. I'll probably get a lot more views. Here's a great one. I just picked this up as a reissue. Flaming Pie on LP. I think it's a double LP. Flaming Pie is a great one. And if you all know Paul, you know the history of Flaming Pie. Here we have Come On People. This is a EP. Come On People. I Can't Imagine. Keep Coming Back to Love. Down to the River. This is Paul, Linda, Robbie McIntosh. So pretty cool. There's a nice graphic on the CD. A random pull of CDs. Like I indicated, didn't pick any Beatles except for the anthologies. This is a nice one. This, I believe, is all CD and DVD. Great concert. Starts off with Drive My Car, finishes with Sgt. Pepper, and the end. Does Get Back, does Helter Skelter, does Calico Skies, Mrs. Vanderbilt, Band on the Run, Paperback Rider. And this is a nice slipcase, as you can see. And it has the CD and DVD of the show. You probably won't see these anywhere else, folks. These are nice, except Mr. Stickler, who does a great, has a great Beatle channel. And here's Flaming Pie again. I'm going to put that here. Paul McCartney and John. I think this is a bootleg or someone made this. Paul McCartney back in the USSR and John Lennon in New York City. This is a bootleg. Back in the USA, Live 202. Did not see that tour. Starts off with Hello, Goodbye, ends with Sgt. Pepper and the End. Nice double disc. CD, CD1, CD2. This is loaded. Paul McCartney Unplugged. I believe I have this on record as well. And here's the other ticket. Here's the other ticket. Keep the tickets in the CD cases. That's something we did back in the day. There it is right there. Here's the ticket again. What was the price of this? $32.50. Back then, a lot of money, right? $32.50. Wings Over America. Pulled that record. Coming up, Paul McCartney 2. Great album, EMI. Have this on album. Run Devil Run, do not have this on album. This is a great 50s style, early 60s style. Brown Eyed Man, Handsome Man, Shake a Hand, All Shook Up, No Other Baby. And it's a little replica of a 45. Here's another boot. Live at the Cavern, 12/14/99. December 14th, 1999 at the Cavern. Starts off with Honey Hush and a few Beatle tracks at the end. One After 909. I'm sure this is a compilation of sorts. And of course, the CD. I love this because it has Mull of Kintyre on it, which is one of my favorite Paul songs, and at one point was one of the biggest selling, or the biggest selling 45, until I believe Elton John hit with Candle in the Wind, with the dedication to Princess Grace. That was a sad story. Here we have a library pickup, the new Paul McCartney. Nice EP. Oh no, this is actually an album, I think. No, this is an EP. No Other Man, Brown Eyed Handsome Man, and Fabulous, No Other Baby. This is really nice. I bought this in England when I went to do when I went on a Bond tour. This was almost £5, a mono single. Here we have one of my favorite Paul albums, Flowers in the Dirt. Great record if you don't know it. Another great record, very acoustic. Off the Ground. I believe this is an EP. This has Freedom, From a Lover to a Friend, and From a Lover to a Friend Part 2. Total clock is about 12 minutes. Little Freedom. Here we have another live, Tripping the Live Fantastic. I believe this may be a triple with a book. Of course, we have the booklet, not complete without the booklet. And there's the disc, one of the discs. And here we have another, this is a booklet, this came with that, so this has to be put away. A bunch of postcards. Pretty cool. Happy birthday, Paul. 82 years old. We're not done, but happy birthday, Paul. And hope everyone's having a great day. Hope all the fathers had a great Father's Day. All the grandfathers, all the uncles. Hope they all had a great day. And thanks for the subs. If you haven't subscribed, please like and subscribe. We really appreciate it. Really helps out keeping the channel going. Here's another one, Off the Ground. This is an EP. This has Off the Ground, Cosmetically Conscious, Style, Sweet Seat Memories, and Soggy Noodle. Here's the record, the CD record. And then I just randomly picked I Am Sam. If you know this, has a soundtrack to Lennon and McCartney tunes. I Am Sam. Pretty good movie. If you don't know it, try to catch it streaming somewhere. We're just going to go with a random pull of some Paul stuff. This is Wonderful Tonight, 12-inch. The flip side is Daytime, Nighttime Suffering. Great 12-inch. Sounds fantastic. Here we have my favorite, or probably top 3, Back to the Egg. We're going to have to do a whole hour on this. This really needs to be reissued, Paul. Here's the Back to the Egg. It's got Sunny Side and Over Easy. When they premiered this album in England, I guess in London town, there was an elaborate reception with eggs and all type of egg replications, and really cool. It's online. It's a little video online. But this album is fantastic. I love this record. Back to the Egg really needs to be reissued and with Paul's archival series, which I have quite a bit. Not all of them, but quite a bit. Ram. This is an OG. I'll show you the label. Linda and Paul. And then I have a Ram Record Store Day. I just picked up a Record Store Day Red Rose Speedway. I don't know if I pulled it, but I think I got that this year. Here's the archival series. I'll show you what that looks like. Here's the Shrink with the Hype. Really nice double. Paul does a great job on these. These sound really good. Sound terrific. Here's the Hype, if I could read this. Newly remastered at Abbey Road. 180 gram audiophile edition. Download card is included. So let me see what the label looks like. But happy birthday, Paul. 82 years old. And there's the Ram logo there, red. Let's see what the other one is. Maybe the other one's Apple. Oh, it has a nice little booklet. Insert, rather. Booklet. Inner insert. Wild picture of Paul there. And a yellow Ram. So that's Ram, the archival series. We really need the Back to the Egg. Another favorite, this is the OG. Custom label. I believe these were on Columbia and Apple or Capitol. This has the booklet inside. You can see that. A little Maryland. It's falling a little bit apart there. Kind of a little nudity there. Paul was risque. If you could see, Paul was indulging. This is on Apple, and it has fan club information on the back. Red Rose Speedway. Great album. Bought this of course, when it came out at my record store, which was Vogel's, Big Barn Bed, My Love. Come on, everybody's done that. Get on the Right Thing, One More Kiss, Little Lamb Dragonfly, Single Pigeon, Loop, a medley, Hold Me Tight, Hands of Love, Power Out. Just great, great, great. Paul McCartney, 82, still rocking it, still in good health. God bless him. Just gives all of us, the strength and the character to continue. We're all getting older every day. Our pop stars, our actors, our actresses, politicians are passing away. All the legends are passing away. I just saw the Stones. It's like they defy age, they defy gravity. So, just keep rocking, Paul. Keep rocking. Venus and Mars, a random pull. Fantastic. You all know this. Then we have something from a fella named Mike McGear. Mike McGear is Paul's brother, I believe his older brother. And Paul's on this record, obviously. Paul and Linda are on this. Denny Lane's on this. McCullough. Brian Jones is on it. Pete Tatterball, that may be the engineer. Let me see who else. Danny Sewell's on it. Drums. Derek Taylor is noted as giggling. This is on Warner. Mike McGear, Paul's brother. Couldn't tell you how the record is. I haven't played it in probably 50 years. Here's the Warner. Let's see the label. Palm Tree Warner. I think Mike has 2 records that I know about with Paul. Mick Jagger's brother, Chris Jagger, also has a few albums. And just as a Bond footnote, Sean Connery's brother had a movie called The Other Brother. It was a spy drama. It had Bernard Lee in it, Lois Maxwell, a bunch of Bond people. Totally bad movie, but one of those movies that, because it's Connery's brother, had that spy, cool 60s vibe. You got to watch it. But if you're someone's famous brother, you may get that shot. Not us, but there was a cutout. This is a cutout. McCartney with his baby here. Baby's now doing records himself, right? And here's some great photos taken by Linda, I would imagine. I believe this is on Apple. A nice Apple McCartney. I've had these records forever. Almost 82 years. No, probably 50 years or so I've had these records. But just a random pull, like I indicated. My brother-in-law John just sent me a notice before, and I really didn't think about doing anything for Paul, but he just sent me a nice photo and said, "Happy birthday, Paul, Sir Paul." And I said, okay, I have to do something. I have to do something for Paul. Nothing elaborate, but we have to do that. And of course we have Wings Over America. It's a triple. I have this on the Archive series as well, which I was kind of on the fence about. I think the dynamics on this were better. I'm not sure. But I really didn't get that feeling about the archival version. But I have to check it out. I also have this record autographed by the late, great Denny Lane from Wings. I've seen Denny Lane a few times. My friend Peter actually had this record, I believe, signed for me and gave it to me. But this is a great record, Wings Over America. And last but not least, a gift from my friend Ed. This is a live recording, I believe, from a record store in California. This is not the full album. This is just a EP, Amoeba Secret, June 27th. Wow, we're almost at another anniversary, 2007. So, quite a bit is still in shrink. This album, I see this album online. It's not too expensive. This is like a bridge version of it, kind of like an EP. But that's it. Thanks a lot. We're just going to conclude. Happy birthday, Sir Paul. Keep rocking. Stay safe. You and your family. Of course, to say we thank you for everything is an understatement. There's actually not a lot of words you could say to Paul and the rest of the lads. But today is Paul's day. I'm sure he's having a great time on some yacht somewhere, Monte Carlo or whatever. But we really hope Paul comes to the States, because we will go see Paul if he comes to the Meadowlands. And we will get that on video for you too. So keep rocking, Paul. Happy birthday. Please, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and keep rocking. We're going to sign out now. We'll leave you with this record to look at. There's the back. Kind of like a weird back. Keep rocking. Ciao.